Right as I was about to start, I saw that the ads were starting on Twitch, and I was like, oh no, the text speed I love the store. What do you call yourself, oh unwise summoner? Pity. A fine name indeed. It's a quiet night. The only sound that permeates the air is your unsteady breathing as you arrange the summoning circle. You meticulously place candles, surrounding them with crushed bones. From last night's chicken dinner, okay. Because I was about to say, weird. Though taxing, you miraculously finished the summoning circle with no errors. Which one did I create? Let's see. There's one with a lot of eyes, and then there's one with a mouth, and whatever the hell this is. What should we go for? Are we feeling eyes or mouth and whatever the hell those are? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this one looks prettier. Scarier because of the eyes, but pretty because of the wings. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I like this one. An excellent choice. Finally, I'm ready to get my perfect boyfriend. You breathe a sigh of relief now that you're done, accidentally blowing away a small yet significant part of the circle. Oh. Why is my luck so bad? Oh no! Oh yes, unfortunately you have messed up and something appears before you figure out what to do. You can see a strange glint in his eyes as the demon stares at you. Okay, right, I probably should have like prefaced, this does have like little bits of like horror in it. So, hold on. Let me just like put this up real quick. So I'm not like scaring the bejesus out of you guys. Yeah. Oh, where is it? I could have swore they had like tags for this. Maybe I'm going crazy. But yeah, so okay, here it is. The game does include violent themes such as being eaten alive, death, blood, mention. It's not really intense, but you know, read at your own discretion. So yeah, the demons are, well, demons and look very frightful. So yeah. If if this is not your kind of thing, if you get uncomfortable with like all the eyes or whatever the other demon had, which is I guess like a lot of mouths, please step away. Please. Otherwise, if you guys are fine, let's enjoy it together. Its methodical gaze has you feeling exposed as though it was staring through your skin. You scream in discomfort, and yet you don't hate it. A stature such as— what does that mean? Was that a compliment? Oh. Right, damn. Someone get this guy out of your room. Like, pitifully cute? Yeah, I kind of figured. Pitifully and pathetically cute? He sighs in defeat. This person is desperate if they're trying to make passes at a demon. Oh my god. So, you think I'm cute? Okay. Wait. How can somebody be cute in a pathetic way? A compliment is a compliment, so thank you. You too, bro. That definitely isn't a compliment. Um, are you my boyfriend? What is your name? You know what? Why don't we just ask? Because this is very clearly not my boyfriend. I excitedly asked this new person's name. Who knew you could conjure up such a beautiful creature? The demon looks down at you, his lovely face marred with irritation. Your eyes scan your surroundings, trying to find safety before they land on your bed. You grab the biggest pillow for protection. It's not gonna help you. As you brandish your weapon, the demon watches as the fluffy pillow sags. You see this here? You know what this is, right? There's an edge to your voice. He looks unimpressed. You know what's in this? Feathers. He lifts an eyebrow. Maybe your plan is working after all. But then he gives a mocking chuckle. Did his eye just twitch? Or perhaps it's your delusion. This. You raise the pillow, and as you fluff it, a few feathers fall out. It's for my protection. Oh god. This main character. Okay. His eyes widen as if he's putting the pieces together. His answer catches you off guard. You can't even begin to understand how he got to that conclusion. Let's see. Well, not exactly. It's complicated. Let's just be straight up about it. The demon rolls its eyes. You hear it mumble mortals under its breath. You watch your body shaking as the demon unfurls its wings, picking up a fallen feather. Ooh. Wait, no, wait, what? Wait. I don't want that. I want something more intimate. Yeah, it can be, yeah. The demon walks closer to you, placing the feather on your head. Does? I didn't ask for that. I asked for a boyfriend. You look down at your feet. Could it really be that bad? It's probably not worth the risk. At least that's what you try to convince yourself. Fine. The resolution in your mind belies the uneasiness you feel. The chill runs down your spine as it leans down to whisper in your ear, heated from the warmth of its breath. Huh? What do you mean you're not the only one here? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so apparently there are like 9 endings to this thing. Obviously I don't know how to get them all. It says there's like multiple ways to reach an ending, so that means we might end up getting some familiar ones. Alrighty. We'll just skip. So wait, there's 9 but there's 2 of them. Which means somebody has 5 endings. So why don't we try asking if this is my boyfriend? Are you my boyfriend? What is? Oh boy. Oh god. Okay, okay. Time to educate him. What are you? So what are you? Well, I wanted a boyfriend. I guess. No, I was asking you. Oh. You think for a moment. Something tells you that you really should say no, and yet that side of your brain seems to be losing. You did want a boyfriend after all. Okay, yes, I want you to be my boyfriend. You feel a drastic change, but you can't tell what it is or where it is coming from. All you know is that you will never be the same and you will never be alone again. Okay, so it's haunted forever. Again. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should like save here. Just so I can like stop having to type my name in again. Okay. Try this again. You finally catch sight of his wings and it leaves you breathless. Well, yeah, but not on purpose. Let's see. What if we stare him down? Oh no, he left. Well, I guess you were his type after all. Maybe next time don't mess up the summoning. Wait! What do you mean? So staring him down makes him go away? That's crazy. Okay. No way, there's no way that you're real. Yeah, but... I mean, probably, since you're here instead of what I wanted. He simpers in response. Excuse me, what's that supposed to mean? You decide to walk over to the door. Why? My parents? I mean, who else could it be? You look at the door once more, but now you hesitate to even touch the doorknob. His words from before echo in your brain. But my parents! He looks at you with annoyance. Aren't they on the other side? The demon's expression softens as he gazes down at you. So wait, I got my parents killed? You look down at his outstretched palm, unsure whether to take it or open the door. Dang, sucks, huh? The lesser of two evils or whatever. I'd rather. Actually, let me save here, just so I can come back and easily do it. Maybe my parents still open. I can't be them. Why not? Because we need the endings anyway. You decide to run to the door. It has to be them. Who else would knock? As you open the door, the noise gets louder and louder. Okay. I can't be them. Take his hand. Oh, wow, he called me his girlfriend. His laugh, as ethereal as himself, echoes throughout your room. Your heart flutters at the sound. Girlfriend? I'm your girlfriend? You turn around and stare at the door, while he leads you into a blanket of darkness. The chill from his hand on your back spreads beyond its initial touch as the echo of the knock slowly fades away. You can't help but think to yourself, who was that? Yeah, who was that actually? Okay, we got another one. Oh, let's check the middle one. Oh, okay. So how many endings was that? Like 4? No, 3. The Haunted Forever, The Isolation, and then to Eternity Video. Okay. It also depends. It might not even be even though. The split between— oh fuck, I didn't mean to open Discord. The split between endings. Anyways. You know what? Maybe I don't want to do this one. Take a peek at it. Yeah, maybe I don't want to do this one. Sorry guys, give me like a second. Okay, we can do this one. Alright, we're gonna be starting the next one. 'Cause, I mean, it's pretty, what's the word? Not self-explanatory, but, um, you guys probably know what I'm talking about anyway. Okay. Um, okay, so I know it's like Ekri's playing a lot of violent games today. It's not on purpose. They all just happen to line up with like the same kind of theme. This game does not contain violence or sexual content, but it deals heavily with topics of mental health. There is a lot of verbally and emotionally abusive behavior. Please play with discretion, especially if you have a history of negative self-talk. Yeah, more in the details page or the content warnings section of the articles. Yes. Okay. General info. Content warnings, just so I can read it out to you guys. Check under the tag minor spoilers. There's some alcohol consumption. Other than that, there is no objectionable content. It's gonna be minor spoilers. See, revolves around anxiety, particularly social anxiety. Throughout the story, person emotionally manipulates, gaslights, and demeans the main character as they struggle to overcome their anxieties. Anxieties. Why can't I English? What the hell is going on? So yeah, nothing too awful. So let's see, settings. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cool when you like click the little bubbles and whatnot here. Fine. Speed. Animate text boxes. Sure. Ooh, dark, please. I think that's good. Alright, let's start. Wait, I have no idea. Is this... I mean, not that I have no idea. I just don't remember. Is this a demo? Oh no, that's not. It's actually a full game. Okay. Wait, there's more than one love interest? Wait a minute. Okay. Apparently there's more than one. So yeah, this is a full game, just like the previous one. They just happen to be short. Okay, that's a little bit creepy. I mean, you guys can't see it fully, but it's like right up here. It's so funny. All I did was look up and I'm like, what the hell is that? Get rid of this. But yeah, sorry guys that I was late to stream. I was editing my YouTube video. Then I looked at the time, I said, oh shit, it's 3:36. I didn't realize, I mean, editing always does take a while, but I didn't think that much time had passed. Actually, before we start though, I do need to go check on the apple cinnamon bread that I made. Because it told me to like let it cool for like a certain time. And then until like take it out and let it cool even more. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm kind of sad. I don't know if it was I didn't follow the recipe right, or maybe the recipe itself. Um, or if the recipe itself didn't really. Um, I don't know how to explain it, but basically, so you know how I said I made like apple cinnamon bread. So basically, I followed the recipe on the box mix. Now that I'm eating it after it's finished, I don't know. It doesn't really taste like apple cinnamon. Like, and I even bought because it said it needed like applesauce for the recipe. Okay. So I bought like apple cinnamon applesauce for it. Cause I'm like, no, make it a bit more cinnamony. But yeah, it just doesn't really taste like much, if that makes sense. Like there is flavor in it. It's not like it's bland. It's just it doesn't really taste like apple cinnamon. You know, like the streusel stuff that I made last time. That actually really tasted like good. So I don't know, maybe because like this one is like older or something. I don't know. Because it was gonna like expire next month. Well, that's what the box said, but so I'm just wondering if I messed up. If I didn't use like something that I should have, even though I followed the recipe. Alrighty. There is a man that follows me. Oh, I had to click okay. I sit at the cafe typing at my laptop as I sip the final dregs of my iced coffee. I look up, gazing over the top of the screen to the seat opposite me. He's sitting there. He wasn't sitting there before, but I'm not surprised to see him. He vanishes from time to time. There was a blissful period when he didn't appear for an entire weekend. Still, even when he's not visible, I know that he's always around, watching, waiting. Okay. He's a young man, dressed in sharp, crisp clothes. Some might even call him handsome. He crosses one leg over the other and leans back, enjoying the aroma of his espresso before taking a sip. He never takes his eyes off me. I focus my gaze on the laptop screen, trying to avoid looking at his face. I was in the middle of typing a sentence, but I can't remember the continuation. For a minute, I stared blankly at the document, typing, deleting, and retyping the same word over and over as a cold prickling sensation washes over me. The man finally speaks. His voice is calm but reassured. He talks with the quiet confidence of a university professor.
This is a nice cafe, isn't it? It's your favorite. It's cozy and quiet, and the coffee is good. It's not too expensive either.
He speaks. I don't respond. The man continues to chat.
All of the employees are kind. They're generous, allowing students to work here for so long. Though, you've already been here for 30 minutes. It was fairly empty when you first arrived, but it's going to be crowded soon. People always drop by to kill time before their evening classes. Don't you think it's about time to leave?
You know what? Can I get back the vibrant colors, my dude? Please. Have a drink. Then picks up the plastic cup and shakes it, rattling the ice cubes. He cocks his head and looks at me, raising an eyebrow.
You had a drink.
I'm thinking about getting some food, maybe a pastry or a bagel.
Are you? Really? When you're trying to save money? And you have sandwich fixings at home?
I slump down, leaning my face closer to the screen as I mash the keys, filling the document with gibberish only tangentially related to the topic of the paper. Me! The man sighs.
The employees are too kind. They won't tell you to leave, even if you're being a bother. You're a paying customer after all. A paying customer that sat here for 30 minutes after getting a single coffee. and insists on taking up an entire two-person table for just one person.
Is he like my anxiety personified?
Let's go home, okay?
No. 1 minute later, I'm tossing my cup in the recycling. I open the door to the cafe. The cold wind outside buffets? I still don't know if it's buffet or buffet. Because I know buffet spelled like this, but I know Pokemon uses it. And it's like, oh, your Pokemon is buffeted by the storm. I don't know. If you guys know what the pronunciation is, please tell me. And chili droplets sting my skin. As I head back to my dorm, the man walks alongside me, satisfied and jaunty spring in his step. He tries to hold my bag, but I refuse. As he strolls along, he hums merrily. He even reaches out to hold my hand, interlacing his fingers with mine, but I shrug my hand out of his grasp. The drizzle begins to turn into a shower. The man's mood doesn't dampen. He jogs alongside me at an easy pace as I sprint home, shivering as the rain soaks through my clothes. You don't have an umbrella? Oh, goodness. But I mean, I guess... I know, I'm like jumping topics so many times. Like, I guess it's not bad. It's edible at least. The apple cinnamon bread. So disappointed though. I was hoping for a lot of cinnamon. Maybe I should have added cinnamon to the extra. Oh, now I know for next time. Right, when I unlock the door, the man waits to the side, still watching my face closely. Droplets of water fall from the hair framing his sunny expression. Before I go inside, he pulls my sleeve and lands a kiss on my cheek.
I was so happy to spend this time with you. I'll see you again soon.
Oh, dear God. Go away. He walks away. When I poke my head into the hallway, he has already vanished. The cat is cute. I'm surprised. Usually he follows me inside. He lingers, preparing tea and snacks and soothing music. Then after an hour or two, he disappears. I'm always glad when he's gone. That man wasn't always there. I can't remember seeing him when I was in elementary school. Perhaps he was lingering somewhere, watching, but he never came to talk to me. Okay, so maybe I am right. He is anxiety personified. Of course he'd appear like from like middle school, high school, and obviously college. First time I met him was in middle school, see, right? Middle school, right before the school play. As I huddled backstage, frantically rehearsing my lines, I saw him for the first time. I gazed up to see a boy kneeling beside me. He looked different at that time. He was younger, and he wore a simple colored shirt and a pair of jeans. I thought he might have been a classmate, but I didn't recognize him. At first I thought he was strange, but I tried to ignore him. Instead, I focused on the crumpled sheet of printer paper, repeating the words until they rolled off my tongue. Then he spoke. There's so many people watching. Can you imagine what it would be like if you forgot your lines? You're standing on stage, in front of dozens of people, flapping your mouth like a dying fish. I wonder what your classmates would think. They'd probably curse you for ruining weeks of hard work, for being the only wrench in a well-oiled machine. Oh well, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Half an hour later, as I stood on stage in front of dozens of parents, my mind went blank. I forgot my lines. I choked, tears stinging the corners of my eyes. As I looked around the auditorium, I saw the stranger standing at the back, arms crossed as he leaned against the wall. I couldn't tell if he looked sympathetic or elated. As I walked home, he found me again, skipping alongside. He held my hand and smiled. I screamed at him. I pushed him away and ran. When he was out of sight, I looked at my palm. He had given me some chocolate. Since then, I've seen the stranger countless times. He appears anywhere. When I'm walking around outside, when I'm shopping, when I'm in class. The only place that offers me some semblance of refuge is my room. although he still sneaks in there sometimes, invading even my most private of spaces. I don't know his name, but I call him Geist. Laying over my keyboard and groan. No matter what I try, the program won't output the correct answer. After over an hour of tinkering, the result is the same. I look at the clock on the bottom of the left of the screen. Sorry. My initial thought was like to correct this, and I'm like, stop. Just read. 7:03 p.m. If I recall correctly, there should be a computer science tutoring scheduled from 9 to 7. Did I just say 9 to 7? 7 to 9 to 9. My fingers twist in my shirt. I've never gone to tutoring before. But the assignment is due at 11. I bite my lip, staring hard at the code, hoping that some solution will magically appear in my brain. It doesn't. Clock changes to 7:04. I stand. I can do this. The alternative is missing the assignment and getting a 0 after all. Besides, who goes to tutoring? There probably won't be anyone there. Be surprised. Right, I was wrong. When I'm standing outside the door, my resolve falters. I peer into the shades covering the window. There are quite a few people inside, at least 10. A familiar cold hand lands on my shoulder. Guy smiles at me, his expression twisted into something resembling sympathy.
So many people. Better not go in. Let's go home. I'm sure that you can figure it out.
Is the room not open?
I turn. That's not a flattering sound. A boy with a wide smile and warm brown eyes is standing behind me. Sorry, I'm chewing. I recognize him. His sky blue Hawaiian shirt decorated with plumerias is difficult to forget. We're in the same lecture. He always sits in the front row. Oh no, he's one of those. He's a good kid. He's a good student. Oh no.
Oh, I got it. No key card, right? I got you.
He maneuvers around me and swipes a card through the ID reader. When it clicks, he swings the door open and holds it for me.
After you.
Oh, thank you. I take a deep breath and go in. I like him. He's very nice. The room is surprisingly crowded, probably because the problem set is due tonight. Several small groups of students are huddled over their laptops in different areas of the room, scrutinizing their screens. A couple of stragglers are hunched over the university desktops, typing furiously. There seems to be a single tutor, a pale Japanese guy. I mean, he didn't... Okay, whatever. Anyway, he has messy dyed hair, and he's wearing a Tricone University Letterman's jacket. He's leaning on the desk next to one of the stragglers, pointing to the screen as he explains something. I go to a corner of the room and sit between two of the computers. Pick up my laptop, arousing it from its slumber, and navigating to my code editor. Guy settles into the chair next to me, crossing one leg over the other. The boy also sits next to me on the opposite side. Leaves a one computer gap between us. My heartbeat itches. Is he going to try to talk to me? I just came to get some help with my homework. Not ready to make small talk with a stranger. To my relief, the boy just takes out his laptop and starts typing. The tutor walks over. His icy eyes split between us before settling on the boy. The boy gestures to me with both hands.
Oh, that person was here first.
Look at you, troubling him. You wouldn't even have come in if he didn't hold the door for you.
Oh my god.
Let's hope you can talk without tripping over your own tongue like a buffoon.
My cheeks heat up. I frantically click through my pages of web searches, hoping that the tutor doesn't see my open tabs or my bookmarks. Finally, I pull the code editor back up. I'm running into an error, and I can't figure it out. The tutor peruses my screen. It takes him less than 2 seconds to spot the issue. Less than 2 seconds is crazy. But no. I feel that though. When I'm doing like my own code for my visual novel. I'm like, what's the issue? And it turns out I just spelled something wrong and I'm like, oh my god. It's always like that. You spelled something wrong or you're like missing something. It's never anything complicated. Let's see. A couple of tests. When he verifies that the code is working as intended, he turns to the
If I'm being honest, I don't really know where to start.
The tutor raises an eyebrow and grabs the chair next to the boy, making himself comfortable. I return to my own homework. Oh man, this is not good. I can't help it. I like munching on food. Food is good. My brain is particularly slow today. My fingers stumbling over the keys. For some reason, I can't seem to focus on the assignment. 20 minutes pass and I'm still working on the same problem. Gus leans back in his chair as he reads a note. The bell jars and blazoned in elegant curved letters on the cover.
You can't focus because there are too many people here. What if they're all looking at you, seeing how horribly slow you are? Why are you even in this class when you're so terrible at coding?
The mouth tightens into a scowl. Next to me, the tutor has been hovering by the boy the entire time, guiding his charge methodically through the problem. However, it's slow going. Several sheets of paper covered with scrawled diagrams are lying on it. The boy's eyebrows are still furrowed in confusion. The older student sighs, glancing at the other students in the room. He nods in understanding. Gus claps his book shut, demanding my attention.
Why don't we go home? You got what you came for. We can finish in peace and quiet at the dorms.
I grit my teeth. I want to stuff Guy's book down his throat. Then I hear something weird. The boy is making a strange, pitiful sound in his throat. He sounds kind of like a whining puppy. He stares at the computer in dejection. His frown so deep it looks like a rain cloud across his face. My eye is green. Every time he runs his program, it freezes, refusing to budge until he force closes it. I look a little closer. No, he forgot to increment the counter variable. Should I say something? It's an easy enough fix, but my throat feels dry.
You'd better not. Can you really explain yourself clearly? You're just going to make him more confused. Besides, he didn't ask for your help. Why do you want to stick your nose somewhere it doesn't belong? If anything, he'll think you're a creep who's spying on him.
The guy's voice squeezes my vocal cords. It's difficult to breathe, let alone speak. No, help that man. Help him, especially if the fix is so easy. Boy looks up, eyes brightening in interest. I edge closer. He scoots over to make room for me. There. You didn't increment your counter variable, so the loop never stops running.
Ah, so that's what it was.
He types the correction and runs the program. It runs without freezing, even though it doesn't output the correct answer.
You saved me. Oh, thank you. What's your name? I'm Calais.
Betty.
Nice to meet you. We're in the same lecture, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen you around.
I nod my head. My eyes inadvertently skirt around his face, avoiding direct contact. We return to our respective problem sets. Once or twice he reaches out to me with a question or asks me what problem I'm working on. Every time he opens his mouth, my stomach does a backflip. Slowly, the other students file out of the room. Soon, Kalei and I are the only ones left. The door opens. Female student hovers in the doorway. She's dark-skinned, her umber hair falls in oils framing her face. She's wearing a bright blue Tricone University sweatshirt, pair of dark wash jeans, and a white back. When she sees Kalei and me, her eyes widen in surprise. She talks to the tutor, letting the doors close behind her. Kalei's eyes widen, and he waves enthusiastically at the older student. She smiles and waves back. The older student goes to the other side of the room and sits in a chair. She slings her backpack over the back of the seat before taking a book out of her bag and starting to read. Do you know her?
Yeah, she's a TA from one of my other classes. Super nice and so smart. She gave me a lot of advice about the courses and teachers in the bio department.
Now, I have a clock. 9:15. I've been here too long. The tutor is only paid to stay on the clock until 9. I start to pack my things. I'm not done, but I'll just have to finish it up somewhere else. Next to me, Kalei seems to have the same idea. I think the icy-eyed upperclassmen and exit the computer lab. I check my phone again. 9:20 now. I still have an hour and a half to finish up and submit. I should go to the library. I can't waste valuable time walking back to my dorm. Before I have the chance to put on my headphones, Kalei jogs up beside me, his backpack bouncing on his shoulder. I instinctively tense up.
Hey, you still get some homework to do, right? Do you want to work on it together?
Okay. I'm so taken aback that I can't even think to refuse. He beams.
Shoots! Comrades until 11.
Okay.
Gee, it's done.
Kalei and I both slump on the table, relieved. 10:52. We submitted our assignments just in time.
Thanks for doing it with me. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Well, you can get a 0. It's pretty easy to do. I can't resist smiling, hoping that I don't look overly awkward. It was fun. Well, as fun as doing homework could be. Kalei is easy to talk to and jokes around a bit while still taking his work seriously. Coding didn't come easily to him initially. Once things started to click, he began to breeze the problems much more easily. I was worried that it would be a one-sided affair, but he ended up helping me as much as I helped him. As I close out of my coding editor, I side-eye the blonde man sitting next to me. To my surprise, the guy's just as silent as a mouse. When we were finishing our homework, I noticed him glaring at the two of us over the top of the bell jar. But the blonde man didn't say a word. Even now, no venomous quips escape his lips. Just stares at Kalei, face twisted in an expression of fake irritation.
Ah, it's this late? Oh, gotta go. Early morning tomorrow. See you in class.
He smiles as he waves goodbye. As he leaves, my chest feels light. Sometimes good things do happen, even to people like me. Sometimes the sun does come, even to a place where it always rains. I have to keep myself from humming as I pack up my own belongings. When I exit the library, the air is chilly, nipping at my nose and cheeks. It's completely dark and mostly empty, the lamps casting eerie pools of light over the main plaza. As I go down the library steps, Geist follows a step behind, matching my every stride. I stare my gaze ahead, trying to ignore him. I take my headphones from around my neck and snap them over my ears, a welcome shield from the cold. I take out my phone and select my listening material of choice. Oh. Let me pick what I listen to. Oh, sorry. Had to hydrate. Been yapping all day today. This is actually recorded. Something wrong today. Open up my playlist of rock songs. The heart-pounding instrumentals envelop my ears, drowning out the world. I turn towards the path leading down to my dorm, but something catches my eye. Someone's waving at me. A girl wearing a white hoodie, her hair tossed into a loose bun. I recognize her, although I don't know her name. We're in the same classic seminar. What is that? Classic seminar? It's time for your daily Everybody Looks Things Up segment. What is 6, 7, 7? It's a discussion-based course. Okay. That's all I need to know. What course I years of living. What should I do? Should I wave? Should I pretend I don't see her and walk past? No, wave. Say hi. Don't be rude. I tentatively raise my hand, keeping it close to my body. Her eyes flash over me for a second before she looks past me. Oh no. Waving more enthusiastically. I look over my shoulder. Another girl is jogging out of the library. Feels like someone dunked my heart into ice water. I hurriedly retract my hand, pretending that I'm adjusting the straps of my backpack. But I know that it's already too late. You don't know, maybe she was waving at you and then saw her friend and was like, oh yeah, hey buddy. It's like, oh hey, like I know you. And gave you like a little small wave. And then like, she saw her friend. She's like, oh hey, person I'm waiting for. You don't know. You don't know. There's nothing to feel embarrassed about. Guy's voice is piercing, effortlessly penetrating the headphones that are shielding my ears.
How humiliating. How could you have ever thought she was waving at you? You barely know her. You've talked to her a couple of times. That doesn't mean you're friends.
Okay, but you don't have to be friends to wave at somebody. The fuck? Like, I waved at a girl in my class plenty of times, even though we weren't friends. It's like, hey, you know, we sit near each other, we make like small talk here and there, but we're not friends. Doesn't mean I can't wave at her. My mouth tightens and my eyes burn. He's right. Of course she couldn't have been waving at me. We barely know each other. We're not friends. I turn up the volume on my phone and walk faster. I just want to get home as quick as possible. However, even with my headphones blaring over my ears, his voice still haunts me.
That's right. Pretend that you don't see anyone. Pretend that you don't hear anyone. If you don't talk to them, they'll never hurt you.
I get up unusually late the next morning. Well, morning is probably generous. It's afternoon by the time I put down my phone and roll out of bed. After getting home, I stayed up till 4 AM on socials. I didn't even process what I was looking at, I just scrolled. I can hold my newborn kitten in one hand. It was influencer acts like a jerk for the 50th time this week. Yeah, it do be like that with influencers. It's like, they're being a jerk again. Everybody's just like tired of it. It's like, just get them off. Just stop. Make them not popular anymore. Modern dating sucks and we'll all die alone. God. It was stupid and pointless, but I just wanted to escape. To overload my brain with so much stimulation that I could forget my troubles. Have you heard of TikTok? Have you heard of TikTok? It's perfect for that. I sit up. My head aches. My stomach growls, chewing, clawing at my insides. Well, I guess I should eat something. When I enter the cafeteria, a menagerie of scents assaults my nose. There's a typical array of brunch items: eggs, pancakes, sausages, fruit and yogurt. There's also a limited selection of normal lunch dishes. I peruse the menu that's posted near the entrance. Usually I grab something quick and portable that I can take to the park or to my dorm room, like a smoothie or a packaged sandwich. But today, I had the hot food stations, my mouth watering. I would have to eat in the cafeteria. At the cafeteria. I look around the hall. There aren't too many people here, just a couple of stragglers. It's late for lunch, so most of the students have already come and gone. My grumbling stomach wins out over any reservations I have about eating in public. I really want to eat though. Red lentil curry? Ooh, wait, braised pork goulash sounds good. Oh yeah. Student worker dishes out some goulash with a side of macaroni. I take it to the table. No, a table in the corner. I was about to say a table corner. I pick up a chunk of meat in my spoon, savoring the spicy scent of caraway seeds. The broth is rich and hearty, and the meat melts in my mouth. It only takes me a few minutes to finish half the dish. See, now I kind of want something that good.
It's you! Mind if I sit here?
Okay. Sure. Almost choke on my food. Delay is standing next to me, holding a tray with a grilled cheese sandwich, a container of sweet potato curly fries, and a glass of cola. That's your lunch? I've had better lunch than that. I was a broke college student. Oh god. Brother. I raise a hand to cover my coughs and gesture to the seat in front of me. Delay beams and sits down.
Didn't think I'd see you here. Did you manage to get any sleep last night?
Yeah, a bit. I'm barely able to get the words out. I'm still frazzled by the sudden intruder at my table.
We see what happened because you decided to sit here. Now this guy found you, and you'll have to eat the rest of your lunch trying to have awkward small talk with someone you barely know.
A familiar blonde man is sitting next to me, sipping a nice coffee. He glares at Calais. Looks like he wants to strangle the boy. Calais sets us straight down and takes a big bite out of his sandwich. Melting cheese oozing between his fingers and onto the plate. Oh no! He chews and swallows before spitting. No, I can't. It's making my hands feel dirty. Oh no.
Man, Comp Sci is so much tougher than I thought it'd be. I took it because I thought it would be easier than taking an actual math class. But somehow it's even worse.
Yeah? Yeah, it's typically how it goes. He pushes his container of sweet potato fries toward me, but I shake my head. He takes a fry and chomps it in half.
How's it for you? Hard?
Oh, it's not bad. Kelly nods, taking another bite of a sandwich. I look down. Millie just sat down, but the chat... Oh. Sorry. My brain suddenly couldn't comprehend what I was reading, but the chat is already pettering out. I can't keep up a conversation with this guy. I can only hope that he'll eat quickly and leave me alone. Kelly puts his grilled cheese down, wipes his fingers on his napkin before taking out his phone.
Hey, do you mind if I add you on TriMessage?
Why? Okay. Okay. See, now in the situation, I'd be like, excuse me, huh? We barely spoke to each other and you want my social? Like, sir, hello? Don't you want to talk a little bit more, over a few more days before asking?
None of my friends are taking Comp Sci, so I don't have anyone to suffer with me. Please?
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Okay, I thought it was just like for like general stuff. But if it's for like the class thing, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I understand. I get it. Oh yeah. Before I can even process what he asked, I'm already fumbling my phone out of my pocket. I nearly drop it.
What's your ID?
Oh no. The pulse quickens as I open the app that I have never opened before. Why do you have it? On the inside, I'm screaming. It's prompting me to make an account. Wes has finished his coffee. He crosses his legs, turning sideways on the chair to face me with an amused smirk on his face.
Oh no. Better not let Calais see that. He'll find out that you're a hopeless loner. After all, you didn't even bother making an account because you don't have a single friend to add on TriMessage.
Sorry, give me a sec. Forgot to update my phone. It's auto-updating now.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I drop my phone under the table and frantically input my information. Feels like I'm dismantling a bomb.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, shut up, guys. Oh my god. This guy. I want to strangle the smirking blonde man. I hurriedly changed my profile pic to a random picture from my downloads. I got it.
Shoot.
We added each other on TriMessage. His profile pic is a banana wearing sunglasses, and the tag under his name simply says, "This man is so goofy."
No way.
What? Did I do something wrong? Is my profile weird?
Is that Detective Dog?
I look closer at the picture that I chose for my profile pic. Lay is right. I had inadvertently chosen a fan art of the main character from my favorite movie series, Detective Dog. I feel my cheeks burning and my heart sinks. Next to me, Gaius is doubled over, chuckling uncontrollably. Oh my god.
Wow, you didn't even make it 10 minutes before showing him what a weirdo you were. An adult that still watches cartoons for children. Might as well tell him that you still wet the bed too.
Do I? I just thought the art was nice. I don't.
I love Detective Dog.
What?
What?
He said my plan foiled.
I used to watch that series so much when I was a kid. I stopped watching the movies for a while, but I was feeling nostalgic last year and I started to watch them again. They're actually so much better than I remembered. And I noticed so much about them that I didn't appreciate when I was younger. Like how Dog's addiction to dog treats is a metaphor for alcoholism, and how the tyranny that the cats have over the city is based on imperialism. What?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And when Dog stops wearing his collar, he's freeing himself from both his abusive relationship with his wife and the generational trauma that the cats have inflicted on his family.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Did not expect that. As Kalei continues to chatter about the symbolism of the third Detective Dog movie, I'm at a loss for words. I've only met a handful of the people who still remember Detective Dog. I can still see their expressions of derision in my mind, poisoning my love for the franchise. I've never met anyone who saw it as anything more than a silly children's cartoon before. Kalei gradually stops talking. He rubs the back of his neck, apparently realizing how long he had been rambling.
Oops. I got a little excited. People don't really remember Detective Dog, you know? What's your favorite entry in the series?
Oh, I guess the fifth Detective Dog versus the Virtual Phantom. I thought the surrealism of the film was so interesting, and for once it focused less on the mystery and more of the dog's past as part of the police force and the guilt and trauma that he had as a result. It's also the first film that really explores the corruption inherent in the dog society without blaming everything on the cats. Billy leans forward, sipping at his soda as he nods. I try to restrain myself, but the words tumble out of my mouth before I can catch them. Before long, I'm subjecting Kalei to a 30-minute long spiel about the symbolism of bananas in the film. Huh? Bananas? Still, he never looks annoyed or disinterested. He listens the entire time in rapt attention. When I'm done, he brings up his own thoughts, and soon we're engaged in a lively conversation about the use of food metaphors in the series. Before I know it, it's already 3 p.m. We take our plates to the tray, return together, and then we start walking back to the dorms. He lives in the building next to mine. Convenient. We wave to each other. I take my ID card to swipe into the building. It's only then that I realize that Gaius has been standing next to me the entire time. He's eerily quiet. His face is cold as a block of ice. He follows me into my dorm room without saying a word. Even as I start on my classics homework, Geist lingers, crosses his arms, and leans against the back of the wall watching me. This is a first for him. When he follows me inside, he usually clings to me and doesn't stop talking until he decides to leave. I open my textbook. Fine, it doesn't matter if he stays, just as long as he's quiet. I spend the afternoon and the early evening doing my homework. During that time, Geist doesn't leave, but I ignore him. My mind is still running with the cheerful memories of my lunch with him. When it gets dark, I sneak out to the common room and make myself some pasta. Ooh. Pasta. I lie on my bed, my stomach full of cheap carbs. I fish my phone out of my pocket and unlock it. The try message icon catches my attention amidst the mess of apps on my homepage. I click on the icon, navigate to Calais. Press on the box to start typing a message. However, when the keyboard pops up, my fingers tremble. The mattress creaks. Oh god. Geist has left his home. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, what? Geist has left his home against my back wall. He's lying on his side next to me, his head propped up on one hand. He smirks.
What are you doing? He just asked for your info to be polite. He doesn't actually want to be your friend. He doesn't like you. Why would he?
I'm gonna have to say you're actually wrong in this case, because like in this day and age, if people don't want to connect with you, they just won't. So if they ask you for like your socials, it does kind of mean they want to interact with you. For how long? Don't know, but they do. So get with the times, brother.
This afternoon, he was just tolerating you. He was being nice, listening to you blabber ad nauseum about things he couldn't care less about. If you text him, he'll just shudder and think, this person again? So soon. How clingy are they? Save him some headache. Don't text him.
My hands freeze up. What if Geist is right? What if Calais really was just being nice? If I text him, I'll be a bother. But no, do it. Fuck it. He seems like the kind of person that'll literally sit there and tell you he doesn't like you. Straight up. Like, he just seems like a direct kind of person. I flop onto my side, facing away from Geist. He snorts. What do I say? Can't sound too casual. I'm not that friendly, but I shouldn't sound too formal either. Should I add emojis? How many? Should I say hi or hello or hey? Would thanks or thank you be better? Should I apologize for talking so much, or should I thank you for listening? After typing and retyping the message several times, I eventually come up with something I'm happy with. Hi, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to say it was really fun talking to you today. Thanks. As soon as I hit the send button, I smash my head into the pillow. Geist sighs.
Oh, could you be any more awkward? What is this? A thank you email after a job interview? The social ineptitude is dripping off your text.
Now I'm kind of wondering if I'm socially inept. This spiced up kind of sounds like that sometimes. Oh dear. I groan. I wish there was an unsend button. My phone buzzes. I squeeze my eyes shut, smothering my face with the pillow as I get ready to look at the screen. Hey, you texted me! Yay! Oh god, this guy. No, I should thank you. It was super fun talking about Detective Dog. Dog Foods! Oof. Oh god, actually I had to die. Oh wait, that's a cat. I chuckle. Yeah, it is. Oof. Calais sends a cute sticker of a dog lying on the beach. I respond with a sticker of a dog lying under a blanket, saying that he doesn't want to go to work. We trade stickers like that for a few minutes until our chat log is a veritable dog park.
Oh yeah, I will go and ask.
Are you gonna go to tutoring? Oh, Monday. What's that?
Don't do something that you'll regret.
Like Lyric Geist. I'll be there. Hey, I'll see you there. I drop my phone on the blanket and roll onto my stomach. My heart is racing, but not from nervousness for once. I feel happy. Excited even. I'm looking forward to Monday. Lily and I go to tutoring together on Mondays and Fridays. Afterwards, we usually grab a late night snack. We also text a lot between classes in the evenings and on the weekends. We chat about a lot of things, though our conversations usually gravitate towards movies. He loves talking about film more than me, if that's possible. It seems he has watched every movie produced in the last 30 years, ranging from rom-coms to biopics to horror. What's a biopic? Another segment of Ekri looks things up. What is a movie dramatizing the life of a particular person, typically a public or historical figure? Oh, so like when people made movies about Gandhi or like Muhammad Ali. Oh, nice. Heard that term before. I thought they were like just like documentaries. Okay, good to know. My friendship with Calais is so easy that it's almost scary. Chatting with him feels like I'm being carried down a gentle river by the movement of the water. It's not difficult or forced, unlike what I'm used to. I think that Calais. Oh my god! I can decide. No, that's an autosave. Why did I click that? Okay, I'm gonna save here because, like, obviously, two different routes. The friend and the romance. That is cute. I don't think he would ever be interested in me in that way, but a month after I start going to tutoring Calais, I'm sitting at my desk scrolling away on my laptop. I often spend my Saturday evenings browsing random online marketplaces. It's relaxing and it feels a bit like a treasure hunt. I've snagged quite a few vintage DVDs for bargain bin prices. Right now I'm searching for my white whale. I've invested countless hours searching for this movie, but to no avail. My eyes brighten. I finally find what I've been looking for. Young Detective Dog, the adventure begins. It's not part of the original Detective Dog timeline. Instead, it was a minor film that was released direct to video, detailing Detective Dog's impoverished origins as a street puppy. It's a valuable piece of the Detective Dog canon, filling the gap between the prequel series before Detective Dog and the Butler era comics detailing his life as a servant to a noble cat family. Young Detective Dog was outsourced to a smaller animation studio. As a result, I never received that much marketing and only a limited number of prints. It's the only Detective Dog film that I haven't managed to get my hands on until now. I don't even look at the cost that carefully. I've been searching for this film for months. I'm willing to pay almost any price. As I'm checking out, my phone buzzes. Hey! So, we were talking about the Mad Gun sequel yesterday. You wanna go see it? I was thinking of going tomorrow. Oh, and the new Mad Gun movie. Clay and I had chatted about it on our way back to the dorms. Admittedly, I wasn't a fan of the Mad Gun franchise, but I had read rave reviews about the new sequel. I couldn't deny that my interest was piqued. I'm about to text OK when a hand drops onto my phone. The pale, tapered fingers wrest the device from my grasp. I stroll to the other side of the room, waving the phone idly.
You'd better not.
Why not? I can spend time with whoever I want. Bess comes back and leans against the side of my desk.
Texting is easy. You have time to think about what you'll say, and there's no pressure to answer right away. Going to tutoring is fine too. After all, you're mostly working on homework.
As I say, I forgot about this guy.
But going out with him will be different. You'll have to talk to him the entire time. Can you really do that?
I snatched the phone out of the guy's grasp. However, when I open up try message, my palms are sweating. Knees weak. Sorry. What if Geist is right? I tell Calais, no, okay, we're gonna go. I grip my teeth. Making conversation is no big deal. I can do it. Talking with Calais is easy anyway. I'd love to go. Great, I'll come pick you up at 11. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? Wait, is it the weekend? No, even if it's like the weekend and today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Wait, oh, AM. Okay, it's AM. I'm like, why are we going to the movie at 11 p.m.? I nearly lost it. I respond with a thumbs up. Guy leans over me, his displeasure slathered over his face. It smells like mint, sharp and cold.
I warned you. Just wait. You'll see what happens.
1 second, Cat wants to leave. But yeah, this is why I try not to have so I don't have them. Oh god, you guys didn't even hear any of that. Basically I said, this is why I try not to have them. Because they'll eventually want to, leave. Which means I have to pause. So I can let them know. Pick up my pillow and throw it at him, but he's already gone. I sit on my bed, breathing hard. The blonde man is gone, but the butterflies in my stomach aren't going away. Instead, they're just flapping their wings more and more violently, turning my guts into soup. Did you get the movie? Did you get the movie? I hope that guy is wrong.
Man, that was awesome. I was wondering if it was gonna be some cheap cash grab, considering it's been 20 years since the last installment. But it was really interesting. I liked how the original protagonist became the mentor to the next generation.
As we exited the cinema complex, Leia's eyes lit up. We pointed to the food court, the bright signage beckoning us inside.
Ugh, I'm starving. Wanna grab some grinds?
Some what? Some what? I am hungry. I feel like eating a ramen vegan bomb. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Bami? Loco. Hold on. Another installment. That quickly looks things up. What is that? It's a comfort dish. Okay. A Hawaiian comfort dish, I'm sorry. Ooh, this looks good! Yo, I want one! Ayo, what the fuck? Okay, and it says the traditional loco moco consists of white rice topped with a hamburger patty and brown gravy. It also seems like there's like an egg on top of it too. Oh my god, that looks so good. I mean, I could do without the gravy though, I will say. Oh my god. See, now I need to find a Hawaiian place that sells it. God, that looks so good. That's what we're gonna get, a local. I go to the Hawaiian plate lunch shop and order a local moco. Minutes later, I carry my tray back to the table. Clay is already sitting down. A glistening bowl of rice topped with spicy mayo slathered tuna is sitting in front of him. I'm sorry. God, I just gagged. He splits his chopsticks.
That looks pretty action.
I take a bite of the loco moco, making sure to get a big spoonful of rice, gravy-topped hamburger, and creamy egg yolk.
Anyway, that was so good, right? I especially like the scene where the sergeant finally puts down his uniform.
I nod, chewing my food as I listen to him, and then he talks for several minutes, rambling about his favorite scenes and the acting performances the leads. When his steam is all used up, he scratches the back of his neck and returns his attention to his Pokeball.
Sorry, I did it again. I talk so much. My friends usually have to tell me to shut up.
Honestly, this is sort of kind of like my friendship IRL. My friend just like, they talk and talk, and I just sit there and listen. And then they like end with like a question or something, which prompts me to like speak up. Because like, if they don't do that, I'll probably just sit here and listen to them the entire time. But it's like, I don't mind it. Because I'm more of a listener anyway than like a yapper. Listen, I'm only like a yapper here, because like, obviously, I'm a content creator. I have to yap, I have to entertain. But normally, I'm much more of a listener. So honestly, Clay would be like the perfect friend for me. Somebody who would just like do all the yapping. And I just listen and respond accordingly. Well, that's okay. I like listening to you.
Really?
He looks embarrassed.
Oh, thanks. That's nice of you. No one has ever said that to me before. What'd you think of the movie?
I like the characters' action systems. The themes, of course. I like the themes, considering that the Sergeant's entire goal in the original series of films was to prove himself to his father. I thought it was fitting that in this film he found peace with himself and his accomplishments despite never receiving his father's approval. Clay nods, listening intently as he chewed on a slice of pickled radish. We talk about the movie for several minutes, but the conversation quickly slows down. To be honest, I'm not all that familiar with the Mad Gun series. I watched the original films years ago, and I just read the synopses as a refresher. This movie was excellent, but it was just a very solid, entertaining action film overall. I can't think of much to talk about. But yeah, it was really good. I'm glad that... Oh my god. They always have to blast the music as they're passing down the goddamn block. I'm glad that we came to see it. My voice chills off. Oh dear. It's happening. Clay grins sheepishly as he takes a bite out of his Pokeball before washing it down with a sip of Coke. Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
Uh-oh, the conversation stopped. What will you do now?
I'll find something else to talk about. Shut up. He's standing behind me. He slides his hands across my shoulders, tracing my clavicle. Whoa. Feels like he's about to grab my throat and strangle me.
See? I told you that this would happen. He's getting bored. He's realizing that you're not the interesting person that he thought you were. Soon he'll regret ever inviting you to hang out with him.
My skin feels cold. I look at Calais. He's looking at a nearby shop selling rice balls. He's probably thinking about how boring this conversation is, how much he regrets inviting me out, how much he regrets being my friend. I take another bite, but it's hard to swallow. The food feels like glue in my throat. I want to vomit.
Why
Please
don't
don't.
you excuse yourself to the bathroom? Stay in there a while. And when you come out, you can pretend that you got food poisoning. At least that way he'll think that you're miserable company because you're ill, and not because you're just a miserable person.
I managed to choke down the bite of food. Geist is right. It wouldn't even be a lie. My food is settling uneasily in my stomach. I place my hands on the underside of my seat, getting ready to scoot back from the table.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if you were the last person alive?
That's pretty deep. But yeah, this is definitely like my IRL friendship. like the conversation petters out and they just come up with something else. I'm like, oh, thank God. 'Cause I'm too busy overthinking things. Like, do I look okay? Am I walking weird? Oh, what? My retreat is interrupted by Clayson and an interjection.
No, like, seriously. Post-apocalyptic movies always focus on the survival aspect. But what if that's not the problem? Assume you've got a shelter and all the food, water, and electricity you want.
You know, I actually wrote a story kind of like this. I think I titled it like one salt, but the the title was basically scrambled. So it's supposed to be actually like one last, but anyway, point is, so the story was basically about, it was also like a fan fiction of like a K-pop group, but anyway, so getting into the plot, basically everybody around the world, not that you know about it yet, that it's everybody around the world, so I probably just spoiled it, but but yeah, basically everybody in that country, they disappear, and besides those 6 people that are, yeah, like, they're like the only 6 people still like alive, basically, and other than them, it's just like animals still roaming around. So like everything is fine, like there's like no destruction or anything, it's just everybody's gone, and it's just them 6 and then in their entire country. So yeah, it's like they always focus on like survival, you know, trying not to contract like the disease or whatever, but it's like, what about an apocalyptic situation where there is no destruction, there is no disease, there is no undead or anything, it's just you and maybe like a few others who are just the only people left alive, and you know, infrastructure and whatnot is still operating. So yeah. Huh. Kind of makes me want to write like another one like that. I'm sorry, I know I just completely went on a tangent, but it's like he just really brought up something. Thank you, Kalei, for giving me a tangent.
But you're completely alone. You've got all this time on your hands. What would you do with it?
And like what really makes it like really scary, especially if you're like the only person, is that a lot of jobs that are like done by like other people, like construction, the plumbers, the electricians, and like all those very important jobs are gone. And let's say, for example, you're just like a teacher that teaches like English, right? English literature. You're not gonna know how to do all that. Like maybe some simple plumbing, but electrician, doing like an electrician's job, or you know, just basically like a whole bunch of jobs that a lot of people do that are like specialized in that you're not. It's like, how are you going to be able to maintain like your living space and whatnot, you know? So like eventually things will implode, you know, but it's just like, huh, yeah. Is this what he was thinking about, the hypothetical apocalypse? What made you think about that all of a sudden? That's right. There's nothing wrong with random. It's a great thought, man.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes these thoughts pop up in your head, you know? And they just keep scratching at the inside of your skull until you let them out.
He's so right, though. He's so right. He takes his hat off and ruffles his hair, looking a little embarrassed. Puts the hat back on. I guess I would. No. Well, okay. Me, myself, I'd probably be like, I'd stay alive. So it's like the most important thing. Stay alive as long as you can. in case people do come back. But if they don't, then well, hey, had a good run. Now, see, I'm about to pick trouble here, but you also have to think. Like I mentioned, all the people who like specialize in like those maintenance and like whatnot areas, like all the important things, that also goes for people who do like the bullet trains, the planes, the ferries, the cruises, and what have you. So, and also people who like pilot the planes and whatnot. So it's like, for example, if you live in like America and you want to go to like someplace like China or I was gonna say something, or like Switzerland, something like that. You're gonna need somebody who can pilot that plane, and if you don't have like a pilot's license, then you can't really travel. So, realistically, it would only be like stay alive. So I'm just gonna go with that one, right? Now that you heard my reasoning. I mean, I guess you could technically watch movies. Not much you have to do for that. I just focus on staying alive. I'd find a good spot to live and secure it, and I'd gather up all the food and necessities that I'd need to live a long time. I think that keeping busy would help me keep my mind off the loneliness. Oh, and doctors and stuff. Doctors, nurses, and whatnot, people who basically know how to like patch you up, they won't exist either. So it'd be of like the utmost importance that you like don't do anything that could possibly kill you. Well, I should say gravely injure. Because obviously if it kills you, you're dead. But anything that would like get you hurt, or you get like a wound and it gets infected, you really want to avoid stuff like that. What about you? What would you do if everyone disappeared on you?
I guess I would travel around and look for people.
I thought you said that you were the last person alive. You already know that there aren't any other people, right?
Well, I think if I actually believed that, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Knowing that I'm all alone in this huge world. If I keep searching, then I can hope that I'll find someone someday. Even if it doesn't happen, the thought would keep me alive. You know?
Yeah, sure. I understand Kale's feelings, but I can't relate. I've thought more than once that if I was all alone in the world, then it wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't have to worry about dealing with anyone. My mind could finally stop screaming at me. I could finally be at peace.
Sorry for killing the mood with that weird question.
I shake my head. No, well, it was kind of weird, but I get it. Sometimes you can't control your thoughts, and it was an interesting question. I just needed some time to think about it. Kale chuckles awkwardly and leans forward.
How's your food? Ooh, looks cherry.
What does that mean? Oh, it's good. Do you want a bite? Somehow I feel a little more relaxed. Kale's bizarre question had knocked me out of the maelstrom of my thoughts. He hadn't been obsessing about me or my shortcomings. He had just been in his own head, wondering about something that had nothing to do with me. I almost laughed. Of course Kale wasn't focused on me the entire time. I'm not the sun. He doesn't revolve around me. He has his own random, fleeting thoughts. After we finished lunch, we dropped by a charity store and browsed through their used DVDs. We don't talk the entire time, but at the very least I don't feel tempted to run to the bathroom when the conversation slows down. When I flop onto my bed later that evening, exhaustion envelops my body. It's a different kind of exhaustion than normal. A good kind of exhaustion. It's a lot of yap. And there. I admire the concluding paragraph to my classics paper. Came out rather well, if I do say so myself. I'm spending another Saturday evening at the library. It's been a couple of weeks since Kale invited me to go to the movies. It's already 10? I groan. Hopefully I have something in my dorm room to eat for dinner. I pack up the laptop, books, and papers scattered over the desk and head to the library exit. As I open the library door, I freeze. There are hundreds of people outside. The plaza is filled with blaring music. It's a boisterous rock song with dramatic crescendos. One day I'll know how to pronounce words. The theme song from a recent Halloween-themed blockbuster.
It's Halloween. They must be having a party.
Run. Okay, this is actually the one time I agree with guys. Run. Just run. Go home. Go back to your dorm. Geist is standing next to me. He strides in front. When he's standing at the end of the steps, he turns back toward me and bows, gesturing towards the crowd with one arm. He's acting like he's ushering in my arrival to a royal ball.
Shall we go?
No. I take a step down. My legs are shaking. There are so many people. They swarm around me, pressing against my body. The smell of smoke is sickeningly sweet, wrapping around me like a vice. A tall student rams into my shoulder, spilling a few drops of beer on my hoodie. Oh hell. I try to breathe, but no matter how deeply I inhale, it feels like my lungs are being filled with sand. I take a step. It's like I'm wading through mud. Music is so loud, I can't even hear myself think. There are flashing lights everywhere. Students are wearing glow sticks around their necks and wrists. They look like fireflies swaying in the dark. Where's Geist? For once I look around for him, aching to see that blonde head, a familiar beacon in a sea of shadows, but he's nowhere to be found. My vision is getting blurry. The shadows of the students around me all blend together, pressing against me, squeezing the breath from my lungs. My legs buckle and still I'm kneeling on the pavement. I try to stand back up, but I'm shaking too much. If I move, I'll topple over. My heart is pounding, beating like a war drum. I feel like I'm going to be sick. I look up. Everyone is staring. They look down at me, their eyes driving into me like knives. Some of them turn to each other, talking, gossiping about me.
Here you are, the center of attention, the star. Go on, put on a show. Show them what a mess you are.
I can't see him, but I know Geist is behind me. It's getting hard to hear. It's getting hard to see, too. It feels like I'm drowning in the depths of the ocean. The only thing that I can hear clearly is Geist's sardonic voice whispering in my ear. The only thing that I can feel clearly is his breath against my neck. I'm gasping for breath. I'm suffocating.
Hey, are you okay?
Do I look like... Do I look like I'm okay? A fuzzy figure is kneeling in front of me. I can't see who it is. My vision is too blurry. When I don't reply, he puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder, urging me to stand.
Come on, let's sit down somewhere.
I keep forgetting I have to click. I keep forgetting. He tugs on my sleeve, leading me through the people surrounding us. As we walk, the crowd thins, the music quiets, and the smell of smoke weakens. He opens the door and guides me inside. I look around. My mind is still fuzzy, but I can tell that we're back in the library foyer. He sits me down on one of the couches. It's hard to focus. I try to concentrate on his feet. I can only think about one thing. Why is this guy wearing socks with sandals? Not the socks with sandals, no. No, you just lost a bunch of points because of that. It's quiet now, so quiet that I can hear how fast my heart is beating. It's still racing, thrumming in my ears like a hummingbird's wings. My skin feels cold and clammy.
Do you mind if I sit with you?
I don't mind. Do whatever you want.
Okay, wait here. I'll be right back.
He returns a few minutes later, setting a cold bottle of water against my shin. The chilly condensation tingles against my skin, grounding me. I look up. Lay's brow is furrowed with worry. It doesn't suit his face, normally so sunny and cheerful. Guilt gnaws at my chest. Hello?
Are you sick? Did you drink too much?
No.
Or are you having a panic attack?
Both. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Panic attack. considered that before. I had similar episodes in the past, but I just told myself that everyone feels nervous sometimes. My episodes were normal. I was normal.
Now he knows that you're a freak. Someone who can't even handle normal life. A person who's constantly on the verge of a complete mental breakdown.
Gus is sitting next to me on the couch, arm draped around my shoulders. His cold fingertips are tickling my earlobe. It feels like I'm being buried alive, which is not great either. No, it's bad. Just be honest. I say it quietly, the words stumbling over my tongue. I almost don't want Kalei to hear. It's strange, labeling what is happening to me like this. Part of me is glad to give it a name, to put a face on this monster that has tormented me for so many years. Part of me is terrified of this label, this brand singing my skin. Singing? Singeing. Singeing my skin, marking me as someone irreparably broken.
Got it. Okay. Breathe with me, okay? In. Whew, out. In. Out. Good job. Can I hold your hand?
I mean, if it helps. Okay, I need you to know though. People who have like panic attacks, there's actually like holding a person's hand actually. Is it? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. I nod, grasps my hand and squeezes it. His hand is warm and reassuring as he leads me through some deep breaths.
You're okay. Everything is going to be okay. Whew, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere.
Why does he sound more stressed than I do? He repeats this over and over as he continues to help me breathe. With each reassurance, it feels like a rock is lifted off my chest. Once I've calmed down, Kalei gives my hand one final squeeze before letting go.
How you feeling? All right.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Do you want to go home? Are you going to be okay walking through the crowd?
I nod again. Kalei helps me to my feet. I follow closely behind him as he leads me back out into the masses of people. It's still suffocating, but it's different this time. Kalei walks in front of me, parting the crowd like the Red Sea. Meanwhile, I focus on the plumerias on Kalei's back, counting each flower petal. It's only 5. Oh, unless you mean all of them on the shirt. There's only... Oh, God. Anyways, by the time that I'm finished, we're out of the heart of the gathering. There are only a few stragglers surrounding us now. I let out the breath I didn't know I was holding. I jog up to Kalei's side. I'm sorry for bothering you. My cheeks are burning. I want to disappear, to crawl into some hole that leads straight to the center of the earth and never come back out.
It's no problem at all. I wanted to get some air anyway. Big parties like this aren't usually my thing.
Interesting how he found me within that group of like hundreds of people. How interesting. The guy sidles up next to me, his hands in his pockets.
Look at you. You've completely ruined his night. He could have had fun with everyone else, but he had to babysit you.
Maybe I want to be babysat. You ever thought about that, guys? Sorry. I know. He's literally just like the MC's anxiety personified. But you know, sometimes I just want to talk back to this man. He's doing way too much. But that's usually how anxiety is, doing too much. I would know. My hands hover around the headphones slung around my neck. I want to put them on, but it would be too rude with Kalei here. I'm not usually like this. I'm a little embarrassed that I acted like this in front of you. Kalei doesn't look surprised. Instead, he dons a strange expression of grim understanding.
It happens to a lot of people. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
What a liar. It happens to a lot of people. Who, exactly? Has he ever even met anyone as freakish as you?
I'm your friend. I'm here to support you. Always.
Oh, how generous. He's offering to be your crutch because of how fragile you are.
Clay kicks the stone lying in the path. He skips down the cement, landing in a nearby patch of flowers.
One of my relatives has a panic attack sometimes. She's brilliant. One of the smartest and kindest people I know. But she feels things a lot, you know? And it can be overwhelming. So sometimes she just needs a few minutes to process her emotions, and I hold her hand and talk her through it. It's no big deal at all.
So what was that? What was that, guys? He doesn't know anybody? God, I want to rub it in his face. No big deal. Collapsing in the middle of a crowd and troubling everyone was no big deal. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I can kind of understand. Because it did kind of seem like he was just like, oh, yeah. I don't know what to think of that. Part of me is annoyed by Clay's flippancy, the way he dismisses my suffering with a few easy words. And yet, part of me is also strangely reassured by his nonchalance. As I'm mulling over that statement, we reach my building. I fumble my ID card out of my pocket and swipe it through the reader. Thank you. I wave to Calais and shut the door, his words ringing in my ears. I groan into my pillow. I can't believe what I did last night, in front of Calais, of all people.
I bet he's gossiping to all of his friends right now. The weirdest thing happened to me last night. A freak had a complete breakdown in the middle of the main plaza. Crazy, right?
The blonde man tangles the phone in front of my face.
He texted you. Shouldn't you hurry and see what it's about?
I bat the phone away and turn around. I want to stop time. I want to curl up in a corner and hide forever so that I never have to see Calais again. The phone buzzes once more. But real life doesn't have a remote. I can't hit pause on it because I'm feeling overwhelmed. I roll back over and reluctantly accept the phone from Geist. Hey, you feeling okay? I was kind of worried. Just wanted to check how you're doing. You need anything? I squeeze my eyes shut, composing myself before I reply. I'm okay. I don't know what happened last night. That sort of thing doesn't usually happen to me. I'm sorry for bothering you. Nah, don't worry. I'm just glad you're good. I was wondering. Are you busy? Tonight? Me and some friends are getting together to watch a movie. Oh, The Social Experiment. Wanna come? Well, prop talk story after. Was I supposed to say will? I think it is. Ooh, pizza. I'm sold. Well, he said there's gonna be pizza. I said, I'm sold. And fun. My lips curl into a smile. After our first text exchange, the :3. What do you want me to call it? :3 or like cat face? I'll just call it colon. It's become something of an inside joke.
Yes, go on, accept. Now you can put on an encore performance. You can curl up on the floor in front of Calais and all of his friends and have a complete mental breakdown. Again.
I didn't even realize I didn't turn on my light. My model's probably been moving all jittery too. That won't happen. Last night was different. That never happens to me. There were just too many people. This is small and private. If anything happens, I can just say I need to go to the bathroom or something. Guys places a finger under my chin, bring my face up so that I have to look at him.
Do you really believe that?
I believe I don't need you anymore.
Sure, you're going to go out with a bunch of strangers and have a fantastic time. By the end of it all, you'll be best friends for life.
You never know, we just might be. But I won't know that unless I go.
What kind of fantasy land are you living in? Has that ever happened to you? Even once?
Guy's words radiate cold. I send chills running through my limbs, making the hairs on my arms stand on end.
If you say yes, it can only go poorly. You will embarrass yourself. You won't even get along with his friends. What if they start mocking you because of how socially inept you are? Say no.
Accept it. Fuck you. I'm doing all this just to fucking antagonize him. Fuck you guys. Okay. It only takes a few seconds for the phone to ding with the familiar notification. Really? Yay! I'll come get you right now. Sick. Oh, he's got his hat on again. When I exit the building, Calais is already there. Shakes and ears tinged pink from the cold. He waves excitedly to me with both hands. He leads me through the darkened campus along the lamp-lit paths until we reach the student union. When he opens the door, I'm greeted by a trio of new faces. One girl and one guy are lounging on the couch in front of the TV. Another girl is unrolling paper towels and stacking them next to a couple of pizza boxes.
This is Mari, Naya, and Asher.
Oh, okay. They couldn't be like, everyone, this is my new friend. Oh dang. So here I was expecting to be like, everyone, this is my new friend. It's nothing. Nice to meet you. Naya and Asher wave in acknowledgement. Mari hands me a plate and a paper towel. It's vegan pizza. Oh, I'm out of here. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I bet it tastes good. He opens the oily cardboard boxes, revealing two pizzas. One is covered in tomato sauce, vegan mozzarella, and basil. The other has basil, pesto, sausage, roasted peppers, and goji. What's basil pesto? I'm looking up so many things today. What is it? Oh, that's what it looks like? It's green? Why couldn't you just get a regular pepperoni pizza? Oh, you know what? I'm better off just eating the vegan. Well, then again, this isn't me, so I could be adventurous. Tomato sauce, that's safer. Can't go wrong. I grab a slice of the tomato sauce pizza. The mozzarella is especially stringly. Hang it to the cardboard as I try to extract the pizza from the box.
What drink you like? Beer or soda? Or just water?
Water, please. Because I'm not going to be belching. Not in front of you, not yet. Fills up a glass of water for me. I accept it, setting it on the table. He takes a slice of the pesto pizza and sits on the floor in front of the couch. I join him. The room dims and the TV lights up. On the screen, a lanky young man with a mop of curly hair fields questions from a curious reporter. It's an interesting movie. The protagonist is a college student who joins his best friend's startup. They make a social network that quickly takes over the country. However, midway through the film, it's revealed that the best friend is actually an alien who's using the social network as a way to harvest information about humanity. As the film winds down, I finish the final bite of pizza. The protagonist just barely evades his best friend's ray gun and stabs him in the whoa. In the final few seconds, the protagonist staggers to the console, trying to prevent the information from being sent to the mothership. He's too late. The film's final shot is of the console screen eerily displaying transmission sent in big pixelated green letters. Clay gets up and flips on the light. Mari turns off the TV. It is? Seemed pretty finished to me.
It's a fitting metaphor for online privacy, isn't it? They couldn't stop the aliens because it can't be stopped. Once you use the internet, no matter how hard you try, your information is going to be collected and used against you.
He's not wrong. Why did they just have this bro spitting facts? Oh my god. The five of us clean up, tossing the pizza boxes and cleaning the dishes. When we're done, we sit on the floor in a circle chatting about the movie, although to be fair, Khaled does most of the talking. Whoa, slow down there. You don't know each other. Are you kidding? This question.
Better not tell them what you really like. After all, if you tell them that your favorite series is an animated whodunit franchise for kids starring a detective dog, they'll think that you're weird and utterly childish.
Oh, fuck it, man. I like what I like. I'm proud of it. Brush aside guys' provocations. I already prepared. I watch most things, but I've been watching a lot of sci-fi stuff lately. My favorite is the Eradicator series.
He's not the protagonist. The protagonist is a woman he's helping.
They sighed.
The guy on the cover is the villain. The villain! That's the sequel.
He sounds stressed. He sounds stressed.
Eradicator 2 is the best one.
Okay, you know what? Now I see why he enjoys talking to me. His friends are not movie buffs. Yeah, okay. I understand now. I understand you completely, my dude. Holy shit.
"60 Years, 6 Months" was one of Holly's best performances. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the director made the film with her in mind. It was a crime that she didn't win the Golden Galaxy Award that year.
As the conversation meanders away from the topic I had started with, I fall silent, while Mari and Asher bicker about the sentimentality of the climax of 60 Years, 6 Months. Khaled leans over and asks if I've ever watched it, but all I can do is shake my head. I should have went SMH. Sometimes I think the conversation veers to movies that I have watched, and I scramble to think of something to say. Something interesting that isn't too weird or offensive. By the time I plan my words, the others are already talking about something completely different.
Tick tock, tick tock. It's been so long since you last talked. It's just like class, isn't it? You're going to get a participation score of 0, you know.
I mean, you don't have to participate. I open my mouth trying to say something, but I soon close it again.
Given up already? Oh, you've truly got an iron will. Why don't you go join the other furniture?
Damn. I place my hands in my lap, focusing on wiping some of the residual oil from my fingers. At this point, if I did say anything, I just turned stares at befuddlement. Who is this stranger interrupting our conversation? Better not say anything. I'll just stay quiet and wait for this get-together to end. As Naya and Mari discuss the relationship dynamics in a gothic romance film, the conversation slows down. Clay is listening intently to the argument, but Asher looks bored. Takes a swig from his beer before looking at me. Asher raises an eyebrow. I freeze. I can't remember how many times I've been asked this question. What am I supposed to say? What do you say to that? You know what you say? If somebody asks why you're so quiet, you're like, because you're not worth talking to. I know, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to be rude like that. But I'd basically just be like, what? You have something against quiet people? And make them uncomfortable. Like, you have something against quiet people? You have something? Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm shy. I just don't like talking very much. I'm a bit tired. I'm not feeling it today. I don't know you guys that well, so it's hard for me to barge into this conversation. I'm actually kind of messed up in the head, and if I talk, you'll find out, so I'm not saying anything. Alright, now you're kind of going off the deep end. There are a million answers, a million excuses, but I can never say anything. All I can do is offer a nervous laugh and say, yep, I'm quiet. I and Mari slowly stop chatting and look at the two of us. Lei is already staring. I shrink under their gazes. Face leans close, his cold breath tickling my ear.
Oh no, it seems like they found out. How long did you think that you could hide it? Your real self. You pretended to be interesting. You pretended to be a person worth talking to. But you didn't even make it 5 minutes before showing them how boring you are.
I mean, listen. Listen. I would say most introverts go through this anyway. You know, you have a friend, they introduce you to their friends, and it's like, obviously you're not gonna jump into the conversation with their friends, because it's like you don't know them. And, of course, you know, but introversion comes overthinking as well. So you just overthink, like, oh, you know, if I say this, they probably think I'm weird and whatnot. It's just like, it's just a natural thing, you know? But that doesn't necessarily mean you're boring, it's just, you just try to gauge, basically, what you can and can't say.
What will they think of Kalane now? He stuck his neck out for you, introducing you to all of his friends. Now what will they think? They might start to think that he's a miserable failure too because he likes someone like you.
Sorry. I'm sorry for being so boring. I'm sorry for being such a killjoy. I'm sorry for ruining the mood.
You've already ruined everything. You think that begging for forgiveness will help. You're just making things worse.
Billy squeezes his beer can. The crinkling sound is loud in the relative silence.
Maybe it's because they think hard about what they're going to say instead of saying any old thing.
There's also that. He prods Asher with his knee.
And why are you so loud all the time, bruh? Maybe you should learn to be a better listener.
Ooh. Damn! Didn't have to go that hard? I mean... Damn. Okay. Asher's brow furrows and his nostrils flare. He looks pissed. And he's probably drunk, so... Or tipsy. One of the two.
Now look at what you've done. You're ruining his friendships. Kalei is standing up for you. He's getting into a fight with his friend for you.
I wrap my arms around myself, my knuckles whitening. Stare at my drink on the table, watching the condensation pour. You know what? That's actually fun to do. I'm not gonna lie, that is actually kind of fun. I know, I'm so weird. I'm sorry for being weird. The same 5 words run around my head on repeat, screaming and screaming and screaming. I should not have come. I wish I wasn't here. I wish I was anywhere but here. Asher rolls his eyes before shoving Kalei on the shoulder. Kalei rolls his eyes in turn, ignoring his friend's provocation.
Anyway, speaking of gothic romances, what did you think about Scarlet Tears? You mentioned that was one of your favorites from last year. We watched that a couple weeks ago.
Kalei smoothly transitions the conversation to a film that I've watched. I managed to get in a few sentences, although it doesn't take long for the conversation to veer in a direction that I can't keep up with. However, whenever he notices, Clay brings me back into the fold with an easy question. Asher remains relatively quiet. His arms are crossed, and his eyes are narrowed into a pointed glare aimed straight at Clay. The other boy doesn't stop sulking until we split up for the evening, everyone returning to their respective dorm rooms. Got him good there, Clay. I'm the only one who lives in a separate building. Clay offers to walk me back. When we're outside, I cross my arms, shielding my body from the chill. I feel strangely nauseous and oddly vulnerable in a way that I can't explain, as if someone cut a hole in my chest and left it open so that everyone could breathe inside. Clay scratches his nose. He looks around awkwardly before turning to face me.
I'm sorry.
For what?
They, said some pretty insensitive stuff to you. They're not usually like that.
Because they've never met a person who doesn't talk a lot. That's why.
They were only like that because you were there. You made everything awkward.
I'll make sure they're on their best behavior next time. Don't worry.
There won't be a next time. Not after you messed everything up so badly.
Man, I want to punch him so bad.
I'm really glad that you came.
He's lying. They always lie. He's just trying to.
We all like movies, but sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who takes them seriously, you know? They're always joking around about how bad the dialogue is or how hot the actors are.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
Whenever I want to talk about the story or the characters, they brush me off. Even when they don't, you can tell they don't want to talk, you know? That's interesting, or, wow, you thought about it a lot. Sometimes I feel like a weirdo, like I don't belong. So it was really nice having you there. It seems like we're on the same wavelength.
I'd be lying, placating me with soothing words, but he seems sincere. I feel the same way. I really like talking to you too. I mumble the words, barely able to get them out. Inwardly I curse. That sounds so awkward. What if Kalei thinks that I'm lying or being insincere?
Feels like you listen to me. You really listen. I wanted to thank you for that.
I feel bubbles in my stomach. I want to protest. That's wrong. I'm not listening, not really. I'm just so wrapped up in my own thoughts all the time that I don't speak. In reality, I'm a selfish jerk who's always obsessing about myself. I don't listen to you because my thoughts are constantly screaming in my head. But when I look at Kalei, his sunny smile erodes my doubts. He's genuinely grateful towards me. Even if it was accidental, I did something for him that he appreciates. It made him feel heard. I guess I did a good thing? I look around. Geist is gone. We arrive at my dorm building. Thanks for inviting me. I had fun. When I return to my room, the guilt in my stomach has morphed into something else. A strange mixture of emotions, one that I can't easily define. Guilt, nervousness, humiliation, gratitude, and something almost like pride? Around a month has passed since Kalei invited me to meet his friends. I lie onto my bed, scrolling through my feed. Is it Kalei? I scan my notifications. It's not. Instead, I got an email. I run down to the mailroom. When I talk to the student that's manning the desk, my excitement is so high that I can get the words out without stumbling over them. Minutes later, I'm clutching the package to my chest like it's my most precious treasure. Is it the Detective Dog movie? It is. In my room, I carefully open the box. The DVD case covered in slightly worn plastic is lying amidst the crumpled up newspaper. Young Detective Dog, the adventure begins. I can't suppress the grin spreading on my face. I've been waiting to see this film for so long. I open up my desk to search for my DVD player. Then I pause. I wonder if Kalei would want to watch this. When we were talking about the franchise before, he mentioned that he hasn't watched this one. I'm not surprised. It's not available online and physical copies are hard to come by. Should I invite him over? I never invited anyone over. In fact, I've never invited anyone to hang out, period. When I did spend time with friends, they were always the ones to reach out. Some small, deep part of my heart always believed that if I asked someone out, they would feel burdened. Spending time with me was a chore, but they had much better things to do than be with me. But this is different, right? I would want to see this movie too, and maybe, just maybe, he would have fun with me. I take out my phone, my fingers hovering over the try message icon. Whoa, what is this color?
Stop.
Okay. Guy's just sitting on the bed, leaning over me. Reaches over and tries to take the phone out of my grasp. But this time, I don't let go. I wrest my hands from his grip.
What do you think is happening with that guy? What? Is he your bestie? Your dear friend? Maybe he even likes you?
I don't want to listen to this. I push Geist off me. I get up and grab my headphones from my desk. His voice slips past the headphones, sneaking into my eardrums.
Get your head out of the clouds. He tolerates you because he wants someone to go to tutoring with. If he had anyone else, he wouldn't even look at you.
What do you mean? He literally has like 3 other friends and yet he's still hanging out with me too. Piss off. He's really pissing me off, oh my god. I turn away and crouch down, pressing the headphones so hard over my ears that it feels like I'm crushing my skull.
He doesn't like you. He never liked you. No one likes you.
Geist embraces me from behind, squeezing me tightly. He rests his chin on my shoulder.
I love you. I only have your best interests at heart. The world is dangerous. I'm trying to protect you.
From what?
You can't trust anyone. They all hate you. They all wish that you would just disappear from the face of the earth.
Okay. His voice is scalding and freezing at the same time. Honey that drips into my ears, burning my eardrums like acid.
If you trust them, if you let them in, they'll all hurt you eventually.
Yeah, but that's the price of being alive. Takes the phone out of my grasp, my grip too limp to hang on any longer.
But that's okay. I'm here for you. You only need me.
No. Go away. Go away. Ed's touch fills me with revulsion, resentment, and anger. I shove him away. Stumbles backward, hitting his head against my desk. Rubs the back of his head, glaring at me. Everyone hates you? It seems like the only one who hates me is you, Geist. Geist's eyes widen. His eyes are brimming with some emotion that I can't quite describe. It almost looks like betrayal.
I don't hate you. I love you. I care about you more than anyone else. You're my entire world. I exist for you.
You love me when you spend all day telling me how worthless, disgusting, and unlovable I am? When you do nothing but beat me down, grinding me into dust so that you can pick up the pieces? I don't know what that is, but it's definitely not love. Floodgates are open now. I blink quickly, trying not to let the tears flow out of my eyes as the words flow out of my mouth. Why? What's your game? You want me to feel small and laughable and hopeless so that I never feel confident enough to leave you, so that I'll always need you? Geist opens his mouth before closing it again. Tries to speak a couple more times before he finally finds the words.
I'm just being honest with you. I don't want you to get hurt. Not when you're this fragile. Not when the slightest push will break you into 1,000 pieces.
You're the only one who's hurting me.
I just wanted to help.
You're not helping. You've never helped. The tears are gushing out now, warm droplets caressing my cheeks. All you do is make me so stressed and I'm terrified to do anything, boxing me into a prison of my own thoughts so that I can't step outside of it. Trying to alienate me from the people around me, you liar.
I'm not a liar.
But you are! Kelly hates me when every single thing that he has done has communicated the opposite. He says that he likes to talk to me. He invites me to hang out. He wants me to meet his friends. And yet every single time you tell me that he's pretending, that he actually hated me all along. What kind of crazy hoops do you have to jump through to believe that he hates me after all that? Are you some kind of mind reader? To be able to tell what he's really feeling?
No. But I just know. Besides, even if he doesn't hate you now, he'll hate you eventually. It's just a matter of time.
And if something happens later and he tells me that he hates me, so what? I'll move on. I'll live. It won't be the end of the world. I'll make new friends. I'll form new relationships. But if I'm always too scared, if I never reach out, then I'll never form bonds with anyone. I'll just continue floating listlessly through life, blindly following wherever you decide to take me. I might get hurt, and that's okay. It happens. I don't want to spend my life avoiding the things I'm afraid of. I want to spend it doing the things that I actually want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to invite him over to watch a movie together. I don't need to think about my answer. I want to be Kalei's friend. Ice looks down at the phone, guilt marring his features. Lifts his eyes to meet mine. I stare back unwavering. He extends the phone to me.
All right. Good luck.
I hesitate, thinking that it might be a trick before accepting the device. Still displaying Kalei's conversation on Try Message. I bite my lip and send my message quickly, trying not to overthink it. Are you interested in watching a movie with me? I just got my hands on Young Detective Dog and I thought you might want to see it. My phone buzzes immediately. Yes! I really want to see it! Right now? Right now? I wipe the tears from my eyes. I'm really in no state to see him right now. I pause before sending the next message. I've got a few things to do right now, but maybe in a couple of hours? I'll be there, can't wait. I look up. Is this gone? Hey! Sorry. I know I could have done that a bit stronger, but I'm a little bit tired. A little reading. It sounds a little different than normal, almost overly enthusiastic. He brandishes a plastic bag filled to the brim with snacks. Oh, you just had these lying around?
Oh no, I ran to the store really quick. I didn't know what you liked, so I got a bunch of stuff.
He rummages through the bag.
Oops, I forgot drinks.
I laugh. We're in my room. Why are you the one trying to provide everything? He smiles awkwardly.
You're right, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I guess I got a little excited and didn't think too much.
We laugh together before settling on the rug. I brought my laptop on my desk chair. I plug in my DVD player before carefully inserting the Detective Dog disc. The movie starts with a close-up of a dingy street city. Street city? City street. It's appears the feet pass by, splashing through the muddy puddles strewn over the cement. Lily opens a carton of cookies. Ooh. Puts the box open for me. I take one, savoring the cream-filling sandwich between two chocolate biscuits. So Oreo without calling it Oreo? He also opens a bag of spicy chips and sets it down on the ground between us. Falkies? The camera zooms in, focusing on an alleyway in the background. A dirty cardboard box comes into view. A small puppy, his fur matted with dirt and blood, lies in the box. I'm Dog. In the future, I'll be Detective Dog. Not now. Now I'm just a poor orphan dog. I quickly become completely enthralled by the film. The animation is definitely dated. The voice acting performances and the writing are mesmerizing. The plot is much darker than other entries in the Detective Dog series, following Dog as he's falsely accused of stealing a rich cat's pearls. On screen, we watch Dog's interrogation. Dog stays quiet as the policeman tries to emotionally manipulate him, promising a warm bed and food if Dog messes up. I fumble a chip out of the bag, enjoying the spicy sweetness. I reach toward the bag again when Kale's fingers ghost over the back of my hand. I freeze.
Sorry.
He jerks his hand back. His ears are red.
I'm a little nervous.
About what? I love these options. I love these options. Oh man, that's so good. You're like, you can kiss the hell out of him, or you can just say it's okay. Those are like two extremes right there. It's okay. It's okay, I'm nervous too. Clay hides his face in his hand before smiling sheepishly, straightening his collar.
It actually makes me happy to hear you say that. I thought I was the only one feeling this way. I guess that we can be nervous together, then.
I can't stop the smile from creeping onto my own face. We can be nervous together. I like that. Oh, okay. After our introductory computer class, Try that again. After our introductory computer science class ended and the new semester started, Malay and I remained close friends. We often eat lunch together and we watch movies on the weekends. Nowadays, I invite him to hang out as often as he invites me. Our unspoken rule is that whoever does the inviting gets to choose the movie. I've gotten to know Kale's friends better too. Mari is a sweet girl who's always caring for others like a mother hen. Naya is level-headed and unflappable, with a penchant for sarcasm. Even Asher isn't a bad guy once you get to know him. He has a tendency to blurt out whatever is on his mind, and he's a little immature, but he's generally caring and has his moments. He needs to grow out of that. I find myself striking up conversations with other classmates too. We don't become fast friends, but we exchange a few friendly words. Sometimes the interactions are as smooth as butter, and sometimes they're as rough as sliding across sandpaper. That's okay. I feel myself changing little by little. The man didn't vanish completely. I'm gonna just call him Geist. But whenever he tries to drown my ears in nervous prophecies, I don't respond. It's been difficult to ignore him, but he's quieter now, less insistent. His rhetoric has changed a little too. He no longer speaks exclusively in apocalyptic foretellings. Sometimes he watches me open my 4th cup of instant noodles of the week and says, "That much sodium can't be good for you. Why not cook something?" When I'm on the couch scrolling mindlessly through social media, he sits next to me and leans to my ear and whispers, "Going for a walk would be better for you than lazing about at home, wouldn't it?" Aw, nice. Now you're really looking out for me. As I sit at my desk, browsing through online shopping portals, he sidles up from behind me and shuts my laptop, saying, "You know you don't have room for frivolous purchases in the budget right now." That's looking out for me. I like that. The song hasn't lost its edge, but those lectures only bring me mild annoyance, not fear. Sometimes I actually take his advice, and sometimes I tell him no. On the occasion, he falls back into old habits, reciting old lines. "They don't like you, everyone hates you, you do nothing but ruin everything," but he says them less and less with each passing day. There's a man that follows me. He's always watching, and sometimes he whispers in my ear. I wonder if he'll ever go away. He probably won't. That's alright. Aww. Alright, so for anyone that has mental health struggles, know that you are not alone. I hope that you all have more days where Geist is a little quieter than usual. See, I told you. It's just your inner anxiety personified. Okay. I'll just quickly go back and, like, kiss him for some reason. Oh, it switched. Beautiful. Okay. Just surprise him out of nowhere with a kiss. Reach over and place my hand on his, squeezing it. Then I turn towards him. I hover in front of Kale's face just long enough that he can sense my intentions. His eyes widen, but he doesn't pull away. I press my lips against his. It's only for a moment, but his skin is warm and soft against mine. Pull away just as quickly, burying my face in his hand. In my hands. Not his hands. No. Somehow I gotten drunk on chocolate cookies, spicy chips, and orphaned animated dolls. Clay turns away from me. I want to scream. I ruined it. Good going, Betty. The second you tell guys to get lost, you decide to act like a creep and a pervert. I could have really used that jerk's intervention if I had known I was going to do something this stupid. Now Clay really won't want to be friends anymore. He'll feel too awkward to stop the movie, so now he's going to be stuck here with the deviant. Clay tentatively reaches his hand out. He places it over mine, interlacing our fingers. He squeezes my hand. Okay. So, Clay and I started to officially date, because it's still pretty much the same day at the beginning. We often spend our evenings together, and we go out on weekends. Yeah. Same thing. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, just to officially date. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much the only difference. It just says you officially date. Alrighty. Wow, that was actually longer than I expected. I mean, it did say like, what was it, an hour? No, it's like, they said it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours of playtime. Yeah. Seems about right. We did do about that much. Okay. Will I come back and do Geist? Okay. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, I am done yapping for the day. Because I have been yapping from like 10 in the morning to now. My throat needs a break. But thank you guys for sticking around. Let's see. Is there anybody I can send you to? Let's see. I guess I could send you guys to Nyx. So yeah, you guys have fun with Nyx, and I'll go finish editing my video. You know what, I'm not even gonna... Bye guys, bye!